Hi, Dr. Hagan. This is Brooke Clementude. I just wanted to walk you through my morning meeting packet. So what I chose to do for my packet was a color coding system. And I purposely made this for myself as a resource, but also if I were to be gone or have a sub, that they would easily be able to implement this as well. Or if other teachers were curious about what it is. It's just really easy in hand. You don't have to have technology really to do it. So I have my opening page, and then on the back, I kind of just have like a morning meeting outline. So it just talks about what are the components. So the first is the greeting, second sharing, third message, fourth activity. And then there's a note down here saying there's only 3 components in here because the message part is going to change every day. And then I have my table of contents here, and what I did was I just listed them as color coding. And I know that this is backwards, so I apologize, but blue is greeting, green is sharing, yellow is message, and red is activities. So it's pretty self-explanatory as you go through it. And so when we get to our first one, our greenish blue one for greeting, it's going to tell you the purpose of it and then the directions of how to do it. So similar to how you had it listed on Blackboard for us, but that way if a sub were to come in, it kind of gives a clear purpose of it. And then behind them are different greetings that you can do. So I have each one has their own card. And so you can kind of see that. And what I did too is I want to make note is at the end of each section, I added blank cards to it. So I didn't have anything numbered for a table of contents. I just had it color coded because I'm going to be adding to this. So I didn't want to have to be updating a table of contents, and I wanted to have these already available. So if I notice a friend or, in our group text that we have for class, somebody mentioned something, I can add that right away as my own resource. So again, I've got my sharing is green card, the purpose and directions again, more activities. And then what I did put in here was I did put one of the morning meeting messages. So if I do have a sub, they know what the purpose and the direction is, but there's also an example. So it says, like here's what it could look like when you have it, if you're going to lead morning meeting. So it just says it basically like, good morning learners. Today will be a joyful day as we finish up our project. So, so forth. And then it goes right into activities, which is red. Again, the purpose and direction, and then our activities. And what I did too was a lot of these cards have, for example, this or that. So this is one of the resources that one of our classmates did. And so if, I have somebody, or if I'm trying to come up with some, because some days we have days where we can't think properly, the ideas for this or that are listed on the back. So anytime it says like, this or that, or this one says, your inner animal, when I change it up a little bit, I've got a list of animals in the back that I can add to or adapt. But overall, and again, I've got blank cards to add on to, but it's just a simple in hand, kind of packet. And something I did is I went through everybody's morning meeting, and I want to make note of this. A lot of ours were focused on a virtual classroom, and because we're supposed to be making these to use as educators, I adapted a lot of our classmates, and I actually turned it into more of an elementary base because one of the questions was, what grade do you want to teach? Well, I'm not going to ask my students that. So, what grade is your favorite, or what grade have you liked so far? Or what subject is your favorite? So something along those lines. And then I went on and I had a lot of time today and some fun time, looking and finding new activities. So I added a bunch of new activities. So for example, one of the morning greetings was a snowball fight. And so the kids write their name on a paper, crumple it up, throw it across the room, and they have a snowball fight throwing paper back and forth. And then when you say stop, they go pick up that crumpled piece of paper they have, open it, and then go greet the student's name that they have on it. So a fun, silly way, but I just wanted to make note of that. I have everybody's listed. I think I've got at least 12 of each. If you want a more in-depth look at them or pictures, I can sure do that. But overall, it was actually kind of fun to make. I liked kind of crafting this, and I'm excited to use it. So thanks so much again for all you do. If you have questions, please let me know. I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks.